It's race week, and the high-speed action heads to Italy, where the tension is rising not just because of the competition, but also due to talks that this might be the final time we see this track on the calendar. That's right, whispers around the paddock suggest the Emilia Grand Prix could be facing its final lap in Formula One. With so much uncertainty off the track, what's certain is that this weekend brings serious developments. For starters, the European leg of the season is known for one big thing: upgrades. Several teams are arriving with fresh parts and new setups, all aiming to narrow the distance to McLaren, who've been setting the pace lately. But just bringing updates won't be enough. Weather may play a major role this time, and while Friday and Saturday look clear, Sunday could throw in a few surprises with scattered showers in the forecast. That alone could shake up the entire strategy board and make or break races. There's another twist this weekend. Pirelli is introducing their softest tire compound yet, the C6. Originally designed for use on street tracks, it's now set to be tested on the surface at Imola. This move is aimed at encouraging teams to go for more aggressive pit strategies, potentially leading to 2 stops instead of the usual one. The track's texture is expected to match well with this compound, and there's quiet optimism that it won't repeat the issues seen with the hypersoft tires back in Monaco 2018. As teams adjust their strategies and test grip levels, all eyes will be on how well the new tires hold up under pressure. And while that unfolds, the bigger story lies in the upgrades. Red Bull is going all in. Insiders say they've made major changes to the RB21 side pod design, hoping this fresh approach will reignite their campaign. The team sees this as a turning point, a move that could decide whether they remain serious title contenders as the season unfolds. At the center of Red Bull's challenge is Max Verstappen. His recent results, especially missing the podium in Miami, have raised eyebrows. With McLaren building momentum, Verstappen now finds himself under pressure to bounce back quickly. The updates being introduced in Imola aren't just performance tweaks. They're part of a much broader plan to stabilize the RB21's behavior, particularly in tighter, more technical tracks where the car has been struggling. One key issue they're addressing is airflow beneath the chassis. Engineers are focusing on improving how air moves through the lower section of the car to enhance grip and balance. If successful, these changes could give Verstappen the control. He needs to push harder without the rear-end instability that's plagued him recently. The layout at Imola, with its demanding corners and rapid direction changes, will test whether these changes are enough, and could set the tone for what Red Bull's season looks like moving forward. While Red Bull works to regain its edge, Ferrari is dealing with its own internal uncertainty. Initially, there were plans for a significant rear suspension overhaul to fix the grip issues at the back of the car. But according to insiders, that major upgrade has been delayed, possibly even scrapped for now. Team principal Fred Vasseur has made it clear that simply adding new parts won't fix the root of the problem. In his view, the team first needs to better understand the car's behavior before making drastic changes. That said, a smaller update is still expected in Imola, with a more meaningful one scheduled for Barcelona. Vasseur pointed out that while Imola might suit their car better than Miami, thanks to higher speed corners and better curb usage, the team still struggles with tire handling, which was their biggest issue in the last race. Confidence isn't exactly sky-high, especially with rival teams showing much sharper pace as the season progresses. Adding to Ferrari's concerns is the growing threat from Mercedes. The Silver Arrows are gradually picking up pace, and one of their most talked-about assets this season is young talent Kimi Antonelli. He's already made a strong impression, especially after securing pole position in the sprint qualifying at Miami. Mercedes believes that with the right upgrades, they're not far from being serious contenders. Team boss Toto Wolff recently shared that after reviewing the first 6 races, they've noticed clear progress compared to last year. The W16 appears more stable, and that's allowed the engineers to fine-tune performance rather than just firefight problems. Mercedes is bringing a batch of updates to Imola, hoping it will be the first real step toward fighting at the front. Again. For Antonelli, racing in front of a home crowd adds extra motivation, and many within the team believe he's on the verge of proving he belongs in the top tier of the grid. Beyond the upgrades and driver battles, there's a serious discussion happening behind the scenes about the future of this very race. Stefano Domenicali, the boss of Formula One, recently hinted that having 2 Italian Grands Prix might not last much longer. With the calendar growing every year and new street races in places like Rwanda, Thailand, and soon Madrid, space is tight. Monza, with its recent contract extension through 2031, seems secure, but Imola's future looks uncertain. Domenicali explained that balancing the historic importance of Italy with the growing demand for new venues is a tough challenge. Fans and insiders alike worry about losing one of the sport's classic circuits, especially given Imola's rich history and the effort organizers put into hosting 2 races during the tough pandemic years. This weekend could be a farewell lap for the track, making the race even more emotional for teams and fans alike. Amid all this uncertainty, there are still fresh stories unfolding on the grid. One of the highlights is the return of Franco Colapinto, now driving for Alpine. The Argentinian racer is aiming to make an immediate impact during his 5-race contract, hoping to show he deserves to stay beyond this year. Pressure is mounting, because rumors link Sergio Perez to Alpine's seat from 2026, making every point crucial for Colapinto. His past performances have shown flashes of brilliance, but also inconsistency. This season, his focus must be on staying steady, avoiding costly mistakes, and scoring points consistently to keep his seat safe. The spotlight will be on him from the start, and his ability to adapt quickly to the team's setup will be key to his success in the coming races. Another major talking point revolves around McLaren's tire management strategy. The team has reportedly been using phase change materials, PCMs, to keep their tires at optimal temperatures, which might explain their strong grip and race pace. Whether other teams will adopt this technology remains to be seen, but the FIA is watching closely to ensure everything stays within the rules. Meanwhile, the rivalry within McLaren itself is heating up. So far, Oscar Piastri has edged out Lando Norris in terms of wins this season, with 6 victories compared to 5. This ongoing battle between the 2 drivers adds an extra layer of excitement to the weekend. With all these stories and uncertainties, which of these will have the biggest impact on the Emilia Grand Prix? And could this really be the last time we see this legendary track? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this analysis useful, don't forget to check out the video on your screen now.